Rakani mamo kasilene patosuko kashina. Nakaala mo to si makaina makoko balana kepete. Ni masukile na mashikitira pasuko. Ni kapasuna kiyama na batasi. No ama bakaila batushikerai karoto sushi. Vano maheta lama a oneka. Diba koso teka narakepaso nekeyena. Nikaka kasa pato shituka. Nina no posipa. Nishiki hatasu sikirianda na papa. Ika. Nusila mashitika sukai na. Diba tosiki. Tabasiko na ata. Diba ratosita na shike. Una. Baita. Greetings to you, to all of you that are here. For you've traveled to this time, to this place, to this moment, not by accident, but you have foreordained for yourself through times past, through future moments seen into the time of this place. You have sounded to yourself many times the awareness of being present in this place. You have allowed the resonation, you have allowed the codes within you to awaken, to come into the very vibration that is required to awaken you in the place. It is as if the sound of the horn has been sounded. And you go through life and you listen to what you hear. And it vibrates. It connects to you at times in the emotion of the throat, and you are choked and you cannot speak. But more often, it comes to you in the vibration of the heart. It comes to you in the vibration of the space of the heart, for you know that you are here to do a great calling. I am Archangel Michael. I am that which is the warrior of heaven. And I have come into your space, into your time, to remind you that you are of the angelic being. Yes, you may not identify with the angels. You may say, I understand I am of angelic. I have the connection. But I would remind everyone here that you are part of a greater quadrant of beings. You are part of something far greater, far more intensely purposeful than just being a human being. You are a warrior of truth. You are a warrior of nature. You are a warrior of defense. There are some of you that have quietly stood in the bean patch, and you have defended that bean patch until the blood has run down your hands as your hand is fused to the sword. And you have not given an inch, no matter what has come towards you, no what somebody has said, done, whether life itself has created a tornado of emotion around. You have stood firm, and you have made sure that that place that you are defending is untouched. Because you know the value of the truth. You know the value of leaving an inheritance behind you. That those that come after you are not left void, are not left hungry, searching for the truth. But they have within themselves the very essence, the very keys, the wherewithal to stretch out and to take from universe what is rightfully theirs. And so when I come into the presence of ones that are here, it is no light thing. It is no small thing that I address the humanoids that are here. For you are galactic humanoids. You are galactic beings, star family connections. But overall, you have had lifetimes and commitments with the angelic forces. You, my friends, are in a time-place quandary and quandary. You are in a place where things begin to move around you and you go, did I really experience that? Did I hear that? Am I sensing it? And what the blazes is going on around me? Why am I untouched and yet so sensitive to the energies that are flowing around me? Why is it that I can observe around me and see for what it is? The pain, the destruction, the manipulation. But even that, I see through that layer, and I see the love. I see the peace. I see the growth. And when I try to communicate that to others, they think I'm stupid. They think that I'm out of my mind. And so I cease to speak what I see. But why am I seeing this? Why am I sensing the greater part? Is it because I am an aware and a conscious being? Is it because I have learned so much and I am on my journey of discovery? And I would say yes, and I would say no. It is because of this one thing. You know the truth. And when you know the truth, you cannot unknow the truth. You've been on a journey. Some of you for a very, very long time. Others, not so. And yet still others have come back into this lifetime, again, fresh, young bodies, but old souls. And you're revisiting, and you're observing. And there are yet some of you that are in this place that have come into a place of maturity in your physicality, and you are sensing the youthful energy that is visiting you, that is coming in and reminding you of the capabilities and the potentials of a life to be lived. And we would say, we being the archangels, Raphael is here, Uriel is here. They are my contingent. And we are here to tell you it is time to rise up within oneself to become who you truly are. That is a statement. It is a statement you've heard many, many times in many varied ways. But if there is a time in your humanness that you should be aware of, that you should take an absolute viewpoint, you need to understand that this is your time. This is the time, this is the moment where you will begin to see, not with the natural eyes, but you will begin to see beyond the natural eye. You will begin to see, and you will begin to understand. And if I may, take back your power. Take back that which is within your energy, what has been taken from you. Taken from you by that which would manipulate you and lead you into a place of self-denial. Because you are not to be tomfoolery with. You understand this phrase? You are warriors. You are angelic beings. And it is your turn to stand up. It is your turn to recognize who you are. And it is now your moment to acknowledge your truth. To stop doubting who you are and the reality of your energy being. Listen to the voices that you know, because they are speaking unto you what none other can hear. Be not afraid, but only stand in the truth of that which is for you. And you will understand the more it is unfolded in your dream. There is a reason for your gathering at this time. There is a reason for the beingness of this message. And that is because you are ready. No longer satisfied with turning the sword into a plowshare. But now it is time to take that spiritual plowshare and return it to a spiritual sword. To empower the energy that is you to stand on the edge and to say to that which is coming, we are ready. Because you know within yourselves that there is a battle. May I use the terminology, a battle for your souls. You understand what I am saying. But you are on the winning side. There is much that has happened. I am receiving a message. Ashtar is coming, and Ashtar says, do not forget the Galactic Federation is still here to assist you. And there are those that have been upon the ships of the Galactic Federation and are captaining and are being the medics and are being the warriors, are being the deciding factors. And this is not a time to doubt who you are, because you are actively involved in the greater stance of what is now necessary to know. In this time, in this year that you call the 2020, it is a time of foundational truths for you. And you are going to find that the foundations that you've built in your life are going to be reassessed. Some are going to be found wanting, and others are going to be found strong. Those that are found wanting, look at them and see what can be changed, altered, and addressed to bring them into that which is the line, that which is the strength. Because precept upon precept you have been taught. Knowledge upon knowledge you have been made aware. You have had messages, both personal and group, to lift your energy, to become the grounded, the light that others will see and others will not. But this is, if I may use this terminology, just the spark. And as your land has burnt in the physical, so you will begin a spiritual fire. In that which we're saying is, as you begin to learn your truth, and as you begin to illuminate your path, as you begin to illuminate your lives, and to stand within the truth of that which is, you will begin to spark those that are around you and ignite them so that their energies begin to illuminate, so that their energies begin to spark for others. But it must begin here and in the small groups of that which we say is the grassroots. Why do we address it as such? Because it is the individual that will achieve much. It is the individual that when one individual believes and is unshaken, when one individual takes a stand in the truth of that which is their way of being, and they know that no matter what comes, with what wind blows within them, that they stand on a foundation of truth. It does not matter if that bean patch is only a foot by a foot, or that bean patch is 3 meter by 3 meter, or 60 acres by 60 acres. You will defend that truth. And when you have taken the plowshare and you have created your sword, you will begin to see others will take up their spiritual plowshares and they will return them to the spiritual soul. And you will say to me, but Archangel Michael, why are you talking warfare? We have been taught for so long now that we are at peace. Things are good. Peace is here. It is the golden age. And we would say to you, the golden age was many decades, eons ago. This is your life, your purpose, to bring in the new age, to prepare those that are still coming, waking up and growing up under your tutelage. It is your duty to bring in the new age. And how do you do this? Not by turning your back and saying, oh, somebody else will do it, as you monitor only what it is that you do. And you keep your insular thoughts to your insular self. It is time to come down from the mountain. It is time to, yes, have the meditation, to, yes, have the time of growth in your own life, but it is time to bring also the learning to the people. And you would say, but how do I do this? I am just me. Every being is an epistle. Every being has written upon their forehead, upon their heart, upon their hands, the actions and truths of that which is within them. For as the energy that is within this place, so is the energy that is without. The brotherhood of humanity. The brotherhood. What does that mean? It means family. The coming together with one thought, one heart, one agreement. You may be different, but in this one thing you are drawn and you are sane. There are those that are here that have been hearing the call. But because they are peaceful people, they think it is wrong to stand and speak against what they know is coming. My friends, my fellow angelic warriors, you are angelic warriors. This is your platform. This is your moment, your time to come into the space of knowing the very truth of who you are. The healers amongst you. Raphael works alongside many of you. The seers and the knowers. Those who see, understand, and feel the very vibrational changes. Uriel is here to assist you. The warriors are here. Each one of you has a sword you have forgotten to use. A sword does not mean that you go out and you start a warfare. A sword is for defense. A sword is to ensure that the harm does not come closer. To create a barrier. There is great joy. There is great joy. There is a jubilancy within the very heavens that you are so connected to. The firmaments are shaking with laughter and joy and celebration, not fear. Why? Because we know we are in the victory. We know you are in the victory. Does it mean that because victory is present, that there will be no time of turmoil, no time of question or doubt? No. It is from those moments that great victory comes to be great victory. Because when you are tried, and you are tested, and you are found to be honorable, and you are found to be empowered, and you are found to be in truth, that's when the wings begin to flex. That's when the resonation of the sound of the angelic warrior begins to come forward. And you begin to feel the breastplate of righteousness. You begin to feel the belt of truth. The helmet that deflects the thoughts and the doubts placed upon you. You begin to feel the feet being shod with the truth that you begin to walk in as well as wear. You are not children, but you are young energies in that which is the foundation of what is to come. Many of you have been here for many eons. You may be in a different body, but you've been here for eons. There is a time to breathe. Breathe. And when you breathe that breath of connection, when you breathe that breath, you will find, you will understand the true connection to your planet, to your earth, to your Gaia. When you breathe, you will be grounded. When you are grounded, you will be connected. When you are connected, you will feel the universe coming in. When you are in surrender, when you are in surrender, you are in victory. When you are in surrender, you are in empowerment. When you are in surrender, you are not surrendering unto something. You are surrendering to the inevitable that you are. The empowered hand of the Almighty. You are the empowered hand of the universal love that reaches out and touches. When you understand that your foundation is built through the very ethereal love connection, through that which is the definitive placement of the true foundation for you to live on the precepts that have been taught. You are taught, love one another. Love one another as you would be loved. And yet you still do not fully understand that simplistic statement. You love others so much. You give of yourself so much. But when it comes to you, you feel unworthy of such love. You feel, who am I? Who am I that I should receive this love? Who am I that I should accept this love? The universe would say to you, who are you that you should not receive the love? Why is it that everyone else can receive it? What makes you so unique and so special that you cannot and should not receive it? You are just as everyone else. In the empowerment, when we say this, it is not that you stand righteous and egotistical. Oh, I'm empowered. I am the one that is here. I am the epistle. I will speak the message of truth. That's me. No. To be empowered is when you sit and everything is going to hell in a handbasket around you, and you know that you are standing in the truth, and you reach out and you say, it's okay. Come. Stand with me. All will be okay. Come. Stand with me. all will be okay. I will teach you what I know so that you can learn and teach others. To be empowered knows no bounds. But you are the only limiter to that empowerment. You must see who you are first, truly. You must look at the mirror that is within you. Because it is in the mirror that you will see the shards of all the aspects of the life that you've lived, not only in this lifetime, but many other lives. You will see everything that you have ever been. And in looking at the mirror, you have a choice. I either accept who I am, what I have been, or what I have not been, or I do not accept. An empowered being accepts everything they see. For understand this, my friends, you have been the good and the evil. You have been both. But this is your life of balance. This is your life of victory. This is your life where you come and you stand and you say, this is why I'm here. Because upon your land of Australia is beginning the fires of revolution, beginning to burn in the spiritual world. Make no mistake, what happens in the natural is symbolic of what happens in the energy. And whilst there is devastation, which we know firsthand for believers, where there has been the trauma, we have been standing. Raphael and his team have been with many as they have transitioned, taking them over the bridge of flowers. So they no longer have to transition through the reincarnation life. Their time is done. They have been welcomed. For those of you who are concerned about the animals, they too have been taken across. Francis of Assisi welcomes them, takes them, calls them, dances with them, frolics in the field, because he knows what it is to be. Understand that your land is not enduring this alone. But what is happening, my friends, is a great shaking of your land. The people are awakening. And here's something that you may be aware of, may not be aware of, but the great energy of the ancient one, the ancient salamander, is awakening deep in the belly of your land. There is messages coming from the very ancients. They are coming closer and closer, and the more he awakens, the more she awakens and comes to the surface. So the messages of the indigenous will come thicker and thicker and faster and faster. Those who have ears hear. Those who have eyes observe. Those of you who have a heart, allow it to feel what the energy of this land and the universe is showing you. Be specific in your requests. No longer ask, thy will be done. Instead is good. And it is a positive thing. Thy will be done. What is it you want me to do? Show me this day, uncategorically, what I am to do. Let there be no doubt. I am willing, able, and I am ready. Because understand this. The love that is for you, the love that is here, The love that comes from the universe, from God, from the Creator Source. The love that is in this room right now. The love that is coming. The love that engulfs each one of you is a gift. Gabriel stands before, and he says, Michael, tell me, that this is the love. This is the love that they've been looking for. The love that they have felt is missing in their life of humanity is here by the hand of the Creator. That part that feels empty is ready to be filled by a love they cannot understand. Because the Creator cannot be understood, but the Creator can be felt and can be known. So dear ones, when you observe yourself, when you come to the knowledge of who you are, understand you are in exactly the right place that the Creator has asked you to be in. Notice I did not say that you were destined to be, but you were asked to be. Some of you are town criers. Hear ye, hear ye! But it's not your earthly town cry. It's the universe, where do I stand? Creator, where do I go? Who do I speak to? Then there are the warriors that hold the space, that feel the energy, that send the light, that creates barrier. Then there are the healers, the carers, the caretakers, the observers. Then there are the ones that don't feel as if they are the warriors, or the healers, or the caretakers, just are a little unsure. Who are we? Your messengers. Your messengers of truth, messengers of being, messengers of self. But not only that, you are your own true intuitive voice. Laugh with me, because life that you live is a joy. Understand that whilst we may be on this side of the veil, and you may envy us because we are these great beings, these angelic beings that can fly and do this and do that, and in a second we are here, in a second we are there. Know this. We kneel before you because in the humanness that the Creator placed in you, there is something that we do not have. And that is the fact that you are able to love the way that you love. You are able to change everything in your existence by that love. Because that love is the love of the Creator. Now you may say, but don't you angelics have the love of the Creator? Yes, we have the love of the Creator that He gave us as angelics. You have the Adonai. You have that which is the masculine, feminine, the divine yin, the divine yang. You have the masculine, you have the feminine. And it is embodied within you. And when you tap into that divine love, and you allow it to burst from you like a laser, none can stand in its way. It is divine. It is healing. It is is acceptance. It is non-judgmental. You have been gifted the foresight, the ability to see, the ability to know, to touch the intangible. We are intangible. It's not a gift to us. But you are tangible beings who have the ability to live in a tangible world as well as the untouchable or the intangible world. You're able to bring one into the other and take one into the other. It is living in a dual world, multi-dimensional beings. You are here. Many of you are seeking your purpose, seeking your reason of being. And you come week after week, month after month with questions in your heart. Why? Who? What? Let us tell you now. Your why is to live. Your why is to be. Your why is to accept that you are on this place called Earth. The what is that you are dual citizens. You are multi-dimensional beings. You are those who are able to access information. And even if you think, I can't read energy, I don't know how to heal people. You stand and you look at it like this. Your intuition, your truth inside of you is all you need to know you can allow the access of the universe, the creator being, to walk and flow through you into another being's life. That is the purpose. To be a vessel, to be a conduit that the creator being can use to place his love, to place her compassion, to place the eternal creativity of life into the flow of what is occurring in this dimension. Questions. I see them, I hear them, they're battling like moths against the light. But I would say this to you, still the questions, still the queries in your hearts, because I want you to understand. For every question that you have in your life, the reason it is there is because you already have the answer. If you were not ready to understand and to receive the answer, the question would not be there. You are your teacher. You are your own teacher. You are your own mentor, your own master, your own healer. You are everything to yourself. Many of you do not have within this creative part of you the wherewithal to go in. And so you go out, and you go out, and you go out. And that is not a judgment. Hear us now. It is not a judgment. It is an observation. And our mission, and the missions of those that come to speak with you, is to teach you. You cannot go further out than you have gone in. You must go in, into the heart space, into the very microorganism that is yourself. Understand who you are from the inside out. And what happens is as you go in, and as you begin to meditate on the power and the glory that is you, you suddenly find yourself in the expansiveness that is the expanse of the cosmic. Now there are galactic humans here that resonate very strongly with the Federation. Not so strongly with us and the angelics, and that is fine, because although we are family, in the overall picture there are different fractions, can we call it that? Different areas that we are all called to be. And what is to be said is this: those that are of the galactic human, remember where you're from and why you've returned to this time and this place. Because as Ashla said, you're here for a purpose. And whilst you may live upon this plane, you do go back and you are on the ships and you are on duty, so to speak, on call-up. Just like the warriors of the angelics are on call-up with us. Each of us in our own dimension, our own sector, defending this planet, defending this galactic region, which is an honor, a privilege. Because understand, when we look upon you, when we look upon humanity, we do not see a weak and downtrodden creation. We do not see a confused creation. Though there are those that would try and implement that on you, what we see are beings beginning to rise up, beginning to awaken and reawaken and evolve and stand in their power, begin to question so-called authority. Who placed you over us? Why do we have to do this? Not in a manner that creates a, shall we say, impasse, but in a manner that creates growth. And it's the questions of where you are at this time in your life that will take you on and take you further and take you into the greater expanse of your being. There are those that are seeking direction. You're looking for a path. You're looking, where do I go from here? Why am I in such turmoil? Why are the thoughts coming upon me? Why do I feel like this is the time for me to just leave? I don't want to be here anymore. Why? When I can see that there is so much around me. Why do I feel this intensity? Because you are sensing not your own pain, the pain of the world, the pain of those out who have no answer, who have no solution, who have nothing to look at to give them hope. And that is why we are here. That is why I am here. To speak to you, to speak to those that would hear, so that you can go out into the greater expanse, and that you can begin to change your outside by being different here. By allowing yourself the truth of who you are, you will allow them to be the truth of who they are. For just as the statement that says, so above, so beneath, so in, so out, that is how it works. For you reflect from this vessel, you reflect to others what you want to see. So therefore, they are reflecting back to the vessel what they want to see. Understand that when you come to the position where you look at the mirror and you say, I accept everything about me, the good, the bad, the beautiful, the not so beautiful. When I accept everything that I am, do you know what happens, dear one? The mirror changes. You begin to see who you truly are in the end. You begin to see who you truly are in that which is the auric, and the energy of you. For oft you have heard many of the speakers say, if only you could see. We will not repeat, because it is true. You are all beautiful. You are all astoundingly unique. Each one of you with a different pattern, a different synergy of energy working within. Each of you with your own communities of energy that you connect with. And yet some of you are deaf and blind to what is there. And some of you are oversensitive and it's too loud, too much, and you start to shut down. Some of you are just beginning to re-emerge into the consciousness. There are others around you. And still others are saying, what happens when I dream this happens? And what happens when I'm asleep and these people come and talk to me? What happens when I'm walking down the road and I see this and I see that? And you're asking all these different questions. This is going to happen more. Be aware, be alert, be conscious that your lives are on the unwrapping. Yes? You're unwrapping. You're unpacking more and more of your reality, of who you are. You are sheathing your sword, but it is no longer hidden in the back of the armor. It is now by your side. For all the energies to see and know that you are ready to draw it out. But even though it is there, you are learning. Learning about who you are. Learning about what it is that you are to do. But I would ask this of you. Do not go so high up the mountain that you forget those in the valley. For whilst it is good to be in the mountain to learn and to meditate and to find out all of the secrets of the universe, of the cosmos, it is also good to be in the family that is of human connection. Because this is where your strength is. This is where vibration is. This is where your renewal is. Speak to the parent, the mother, the little one, the caregiver, the little one that is by the back room there. You have a warrior there. You have one who is eager, interested, experiencing things that he does not always understand. Hear him when he speaks. For he will tell you things that little ones should not know, should not truly have a grasp of. Encourage his growth. Allow him to be that which is his way. And he will show you the way of the warrior is the way of peace. You have one who is strong. Someone who will grow up to be humanly that you may be guided, what you would say, proud of, without being ego. Water him. Encourage him. Sire, if I may address you, your battles have been long. The doubts have come. And there's been times where you've thought to yourself, enough! And then there's been other times where you've said, where is the love and where is the help? Know that you have never been alone. That there have been a battalion around you. Those that you've walked with that have passed over and fallen on the path as you've carried on your life. And they've been taken in the prime of their life and you have walked forward. Know this, that they are with you, supporting you, and allowing you to experience the life that they were never there. And I say allowing because it is their energy that has sustained you and kept you going. When you have felt the most darkest moments, they've been the light that has brought you forth. Know this, that your journey has been honored and is honored. In the heart that is within your breast, we see the gold. We see the treasure. And we see how you have honored life, honored those around you. And for that, we salute you. And we give you the honor back. Understand, my friends, you are in the presence of love. You are in the presence of extreme love. Universal core, creator being is here. His energy is emanating. And right now, creator source, she's asking you, what is it that you would ask of her? What is it that you would ask at this time? There is so much that you could reach out and take if you only believe. There is so much that if you open up and said, I truly know I am worthy of accepting this love, of accepting this, it would be here for you. Because it is here for you. Creator source wants you to step out of your comfort zone. I'm ready. I accept. Whatever love you have for me, I'm no longer going to say, I'm not worthy. And if you will, with me, with Raphael, with Uriel, with Gabriel, if you would, with us, breathe in this love and accept it, knowing that this breath connects you all, connects you at a cellular level, connects you at a heart level. Breathe it in and say yes. Say yes to this love. Say yes to this beingness. Say yes to this moment of cosmic change in your life. This is the moment that you can allow yourself to be. Pam, the one that leads this place. Dear one, accept the love that is here for you. It is a healing love that you need at this moment. Receive it into your body, into your cells. Let it wipe and clear all the trauma and the pain that you've carried for other people. Let it wash you. Know that you are honored. Know that you have been watched and observed. This is not in vain. For those of you that are present, understand this love is equally for you. For whatever you have need of, exchange it now and allow the allowance of Creator Source to come into your presence, into your being right now. The warrior is humble enough to say, I am, and I surrender. I receive you, because it is that love that rejuvenates, that strengthens, that allows me to fly. My wings become strong, vibrant, that I am able to stand within that which is the light of the truth. That as I begin to come into that which is the very essence of the truth of the being of me, I am within the very essence of truth, and that is everything that is necessary. Allow yourself in the I am that I am that I am to stand within your true beingness, to say that you are, to rise in your energy, to stand in victory, because you are the victors. You are those who have won the war of your own battles, and you are strong. You are honored, and we salute you. Hear our message. Hear what we have shared with you this night. My brothers and I, Archangel Michael, we salute you. We honor you. For you are love.